Okay, happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, and I'm sort of creating a little ceremony for myself. I took what people offered me. My son offered breakfast. My daughter's being sweet because it's Mother's Day. But if I get one day out of the year to like make it my own day, I'm starting with a walk. So I'm 2 miles into this walk, and it's the halfway point where I'm going to turn around and go back. And that reminded me of the turnaround. And for some reason they delayed my recording. I wanted to record while I was walking like normal, but they were like, no, the cars kept coming by. Like there were too many cars. Like, I don't want a video like that. And then there was this lady walking behind me on the phone, and I could hear her voice, and I was like, I don't want to videotape with that in the background. But the lady was being so sweet. She was talking to her brother and telling him that he's going to be a good dad because his parents were too strict, and his sister was too mean. So he's going to do the opposite of that for his kid. And I thought that was so brilliant. And what a gift for me to overhear that conversation on a walk on Mother's Day. So I told her that. I had to pull over and drink water, and they walked by me, and I told her that that was really beautiful wisdom. And she just said, that's funny, and walked off. And then I get to this forest, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to channel now. And it's a turnaround. But this lady starts walking down the trail, and she's walking so slow. And I want to wait because I don't want to channel in front of people. And I have to wait like 10 minutes for this lady to walk. She walks, looks at that. She's walking real slow. And I'm like, wow, there's some message in this. And she just said something about watching an owl fly over the path one day, and just how gorgeous it is out here. So I'm like, okay, you guys really slowed me down. And while I was waiting to channel, I was grounding my energy in whatever way I could think of. And while walking, one of the ways they told me, which I haven't been doing, but they told me this breath work 6 years ago. They said to inhale, lift your shoulders, and pull the air in your nose so that it passes your pineal gland. And then you kind of inhale it a little deeper, and you sit up tall, sit up tall and straight, but imagine you're inflating yourself. And then on the exhale, you pull your shoulders down and back and hollow out your abdomen, hollow it out so that you're kind of squeezing your spine. And then at the same time, I have very weak ab muscles, but those ab muscles are going to pull towards your spine as your shoulders are pulling down into that yogic knot, Abula Bandha. I don't know what it's called, but you kind of pull everything in from your core. So your shoulders are down and back, and your core is in, and it's tight toward sort of above your sacrum in your back, behind your solar plexus, right? So they taught me that, and I don't do it because discipline will be the last thing I learn. But so I was doing that while I was waiting for this opportunity to channel. And then I was thinking about the week and how they've really been pushing breath work. Oh my goodness, breath work. So when I have quiet moments, I do try to take deeper breaths. And the recommendation is just inhale and then sip a little more at the top. Okay? And as you follow that comfortable rhythm, whatever's comfortable for you, so that you're extending the breath a little bit deeper and you're slowing it down. If you exhale through your nose, you slow it down. But if you exhale through your mouth, there's something satisfying about that. So whatever's comfortable for you. Start where you're comfortable, and then take baby steps in the direction of your goals. It includes body work, exercise habits, business steps, cleaning up your finances. It all just takes one little step at a time. 15 minutes, one phone call, whatever you can do. Just do it. Just don't stop. Don't And if you do need to stop, stop and celebrate, and stop and be grateful, and stop and reflect, and stop and enjoy something. Stop and hug someone, stop and smell a flower. Like, when you stop, don't see it as like punishment or a step back. It's like a pause to appreciate where you are before you move forward again. If you take it like that, then you don't go backwards. You just pause and take a breath, and you do it when you need to. That's the turtle. The turtle teaches us to stop when we need to stop so that we don't get off track. We stay on track because we're going so slow we can handle it. So they're teaching me about posture. They're teaching me about breath work. And I asked, what do you want me to channel about today? And I'm going to ask Jesus to channel a message about heart chakra expansion, because breath work is literally expanding your heart chakra. When you're inflating your lungs, which is your heart chakra. So, Jesus, and I work with Jesus, so I should be able to channel Jesus. Yeah? Dear Kelly and audience, listen. Don't you wonder who I was? Don't you wonder if I could step out of the Bible and just tell you what I really meant? Don't you wonder that? I'm with all of you. I'm inside your mind right now. You can talk to me directly. This is Kelly's version of me. From everything she's ever heard about me, the stories, the reflections, the channelings, the synchronicities. This is who I am to Kelly, okay? And we're buddies. We're friends. We're playful friends. And we share a history of spirituality that we both understand. And that's why she can work with me, because we were schooled together. And this is what I would teach if I were on earth right now. If I could teach you something, this is what I would teach. And that's a very bold statement. Kelly understands the weight of that. But this is episode 44, and these are foundations. And we've just got to be able to step out there. And you don't have to believe that I am Jesus and I'm speaking through Kelly. You don't have to believe that. Think of it as a metaphor. Think of it as a story. You know, there's tarot readers out there. They're just telling stories, but they resonate with people, and they help those people shape their beliefs. You know, sometimes I'll talk to my mom. Okay, this is Kelly. Sometimes I'll talk to my mom and she'll ask me a question. I'll go, you want to know what not to do? It doesn't matter whether someone else is speaking the truth or not. It is helpful for you to reflect on and figure out who you are. You're the only one who gets to choose who you are. And everything you experience just offers a mirror reflection of whether or not you want to accept that as your belief or not. So it doesn't matter who's telling the truth. Discern on your own with your emotional guidance system. Okay, the Course in Miracles teaches about forgiveness. Because when we collectively, humanity, separated from God, it was just a curiosity, you know, but there was a collective wound of shame and guilt that was a natural consequence of that separation. It's just part of the story. It's part of the homing device. It's part of the story. Okay, you felt guilty for leaving God. And it's a dream. It's a world of duality. Okay, it's a matrix. It's ones and zeros. We've said this before. Yes, I was involved with these messages. I was, because they're all disciples. They're all scribes. All of Kelly's lifetimes have been some form of involved with this scribing of the story. So she's a scribe. And this is her way of sharing this story. It's by example. It's by parable, living parable. She's a living parable because she's seeking God directly, mystically. Yeah. with no books, just inner reflection and logic and reflection and accountability, because she knows what's right and wrong. She knows inside her what's right and wrong. It's just whether or not she wants to lie to herself, you know? So we all, I don't know what that's about. We all, okay. I think they want me to talk about protecting ourselves from negative entities while channeling. Okay. Right now. Okay. So we all have the inner guidance. We all have the inner guidance in us. Fear is not of love, right? So if you feel fearful that you have to protect yourself, you're actually calling on a battle. Whereas if you just say, I trust Jesus, and I call on Jesus and I trust him, he's going to protect me. Well, Kelly's that way with Archangel Michael, because she loves that he has this sort of light and truth and tarot. And then she grew up Catholic, and she felt like he was one symbol of truth that she could hold on to when she expanded beyond religion. Michael's still with her. So he's kind of a father figure. And it's just a protective figure that she likes to embody when she's channeling. So she doesn't have to create a circle of protection, because she always has him with her. She kind of calls on him silently in her head without any formal induction. So it is like that. She, you know, Janet Anglesmith said, don't leave home without your spirit guides. And I just love that. Spirit guides, don't leave home without them. Wake up first thing and check in with us, okay? We're a soup. Okay, Jesus is one archetype, you know, and he was also known as Sananda. So I heard that Jesus didn't prefer the name Jesus, because the name Jesus has so many questionable connotations associated with him. Kelly grew up knowing him. She just knew him when she heard the stories about him. So she has no question in her mind who he is. She knows who he is. And he guides her, and he shows her the truth. And he guided her to A Course in Miracles, and he guided her to midwifery, and he guided her to shamanism, and he guided her to Waldorf. Okay, and now the Essenes are showing up. So she is nervous about channeling him, though, and sharing his words, because of all of the doubt that's out there. But trust me, I'm with her. Okay, and if you haven't seen the miracles in the videos already, then it maybe doesn't resonate with you. And that's fine. Let Kelly have her own imaginative experience of this world. And everybody's entitled to their own experience. If we're entitled to anything, it's the free will to choose how we think and the stories we tell ourselves. So anyway, Mother's Day blessings. Shout out to Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. And treat yourselves, ladies. Treat yourselves. Treat yourselves. Woof. We see it. We see what you've done. I feel tears, because I've been wanting to say that for a long time. But they're watching us. All those moms out there who are quietly dedicated to those children and making sacrifices for them, because they come first. It's not going to go unnoticed anymore. Okay? It's not going to go unnoticed. Help is coming. The divine masculines are going to get online, and things are going to start changing. Okay? Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's how strongly I feel about this. Okay? It's very authentic. Everything I'm doing is 100% authentic. And if people doubt me, that's okay. I hope I have to get uncomfortable. Okay, anyways, Jesus, thank you. I can't wait to watch this 14 minutes. Thank you for all your help. Keep helping me. Give me strength. Thank you so much. And so it is.